Hi everyone, this is Vladislav Bokhan. Last year I already dressed up teachers in tinfoil hats to save them from NATO satellites. And this time we're continuing to prepare them for work and defense. Just recently, Archpriest Artemy from a church in Moscow claimed that enemy drones are afraid of the sound of church bells. Let's see.
The church service will conclude here and all across Russia with a truly special bell ringing that will effectively drown out all the drones. There are such devices now on fiberglass. Only the sound of church bells can counter them.
Admit it, this looks pretty ridiculous. But what if we turn this nonsense into a party directive and force people to follow it? An ordinary teacher serving the regime is unlikely to have a church bell to fight off drones. That's why we've developed a special weapon for them. Trench 25, an acoustic bell defense device, model of the 25th year. A neural network will generate instructions for them on how to make the Trench 25. I'll draft a regulation where I'll refer to the words of Archpriest Artemy. We'll call the campaign The Chime of the Motherland. So we sent all our letters to Crimea, and let's see what the collaborators in the form of teachers will show us. And here we have the result from Acoustic Bell School. Here we have a brief summary, assembling the structure. Man, in this context, I just find it funny how serious the name sounds. Structure. They're constructing something, a model. And at the end, of course, there's this ultra-patriotic scene. Damn. This is the peak, the absolute limit of this spiritual fervor. But the main thing is that they're drawn to come and protect the leader from drones. Next we have a result that's interesting because it came in at 005. That is, in Crimea it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And so, instead of doing whatever regular, ordinary people typically do at night, this remarkable young woman was deeply engaged in the arduous ringing for the motherland, a task she undertook with unwavering dedication. And it's upsetting that this is a school with Crimean Tatar as the language of instruction. For some reason I didn't expect to see Crimean Tatars, considering how after the occupation, it was the Tatars who came under pressure. And here's another school as well, Kolchiginskaya School number 2, with Crimean Tatar as the language of instruction. And what's shocking is, damn, young female teachers, come on, don't you have anything better to do? There's another point that came up. I got a message from Solnishko Prudovoye saying, we're a kindergarten, not a school. And the name Solnishko Prudovoye warmed my heart so much that I apologized and said it was sent by mistake, because that's the data we were given from above. Well, maybe they just found a way to get out of it. And here we have school number 9 in the city of Kerch. Here too, it seems that everyone is diligently making or constructing something. And in the end, what we ultimately get is just this, Rambo. I can just vividly imagine this scene unfolding. Drones are gracefully flying overhead, and she then comes out with these 2 beautiful resonant bells, precisely as the esteemed Archpriest Artemy meticulously taught. And finally we have the distinguished school number 7, prominently located in the vibrant city of Armyansk. And here, of course, it is quite evident that teachers do indeed tend to actively involve young children in their various activities and educational endeavors, even though I consistently and specifically ask that only qualified teaching staff be exclusively utilized for these important roles. But still, they couldn't do without at least a children's rattle. Honestly, it's scary. I don't know, damn, what this person could possibly teach. I am just intently looking at that unsettling grin and this peculiar hand tightly clutching a child's innocent rattle like some kind of bizarre and highly effective defensive device. It's honestly quite profoundly creepy. Besides that, we received a few more video reports, but to avoid overloading the video, I'll attach them in my Telegram channel. Well, my dear friends, the truly scariest and most unsettling thing about propaganda is that, despite being absolutely and utterly ridiculous, with the right and effective delivery, it can indeed turn into concrete action. So give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment to help it reach more people, and subscribe to the channel to keep up with how we'll continue to neutralize this propaganda and turn it into absurdity.